Hey y'all, my name is Kayla. I'm the founder of Nourish Me, and today I'm kicking off this meal prep series with the banana protein parfait. I'm all about making nourishing meals that supports your energy, your hormone levels, and that's something quick and simple. And today this protein parfait is good for a post-workout, it's good for breakfast, or a quick snack. So let's get into it. So this protein parfait, so it has layers to it. So right now I'm going to show you guys how to make the base. The base starts with chia seeds, almond milk, a little bit of honey, some protein powder, and some cinnamon. And first we'll go ahead and start with the chia seeds. You're going to do 2 tablespoons. And you want to make sure you do use measuring spoons, measuring cups so that you don't overdo it. You're going to do a half a scoop of protein powder. I like plant-based protein powder, and I love Truvani because it mixes really well with everything. Okay, and then my favorite Flavor Guide buttery cinnamon roll seasoning. I'm gonna do a dash of that, and then for honey, you know, I just kind of listen to the ancestors and let them tell me what I need to do. And then your almond milk. You're going to do a cup of almond milk. Sometimes the protein powder can make your base a little bit thick. So make sure after you put it in the fridge for an hour that you do check to see how thick it is. You may need to add a splash or 2 of the almond milk. And then you're going to just stir it up, and you're going to make sure everything is well mixed. No clumps or anything. If you are using whey protein powder, because some people do like whey protein powder as opposed to plant-based protein powder, you'll probably have to do a bit more mixing because it can get a little bit thick, okay? And then you will sit this in the fridge for 4 hours or overnight. Okay, and while that is in the fridge sitting, we're gonna go ahead and make the top layer. It's super simple. It's literally just some Greek yogurt, some honey, and a little bit of vanilla extract, okay? You're gonna do 1/3 of a cup of the Greek yogurt. And like I said, make sure you're measuring everything out because you don't wanna overdo it. Again, add a little bit of honey for that sweetness because you do use plain yogurt. If you do decide that you want to use vanilla yogurt to not have to do like the vanilla extract and the honey, it's perfectly fine. You just won't add the extra. You'll just use the vanilla yogurt as your top layer. I prefer plain yogurt because it doesn't have any extra sugars in it or any extra filters or anything like that. And then you just do a good little mix. Okay, and it should be super smooth, like that. And you'll go ahead and sit that in the fridge as well. Now what we're doing, we're going ahead and getting set for the middle layer. And you can use whatever type of fruit you prefer, but because it is a banana protein parfait, I do like to use bananas, but I also add in some berries for some extra antioxidants, okay? And you want to probably use only about half a banana, but I typically prep multiple, so I'll chop up the whole banana, okay? And then you have your berries sitting here, okay? And now we'll go ahead and begin layering. So for your layering, you want to get you a nice size jar. This jar is about a 12-ounce jar. You can also do a bowl if you would like to, but I typically like to do a jar just for aesthetic purposes. So you'll start with your bottom layer, which is your chia seed pudding base. You'll add that to the bottom. And it should have the pudding consistency, okay? And then you'll add your bananas and your berries. Add as many berries as you want. I love berries, they're so good. And then you add your top layer, which is your yogurt layer. It has lots of extra protein in it as well. You spread that over just like another layer. You cover it up. Okay. And then that last layer is my date crumble. So in here I have chopped dates, chopped walnuts, and chopped pumpkin seeds. This is really good for your hormones. I typically like to seed cycle throughout the month. This helps with your menstrual cycles for women. Also for men, it helps with your testosterone level. So can't count out the men, but this is so good. It gives it extra sweetness, a little bit of crunch for your snack. And I just sprinkle a little bit on there. And there you have it, your banana protein parfait. It's cute.